Today we're here doing a pilot project with the City of Edmonton. We're in Rundle Park and it's going swimmingly. The goats are out. It's quite hot today. We're targeting a number of invasive plants including leafy spurge, tansy and thistle.
After Wednesday, the goats will leave, the weeds will be allowed to grow, and then the goats will be back here in August and then again in September to help control the weeds again in the late summer. This site in particular has a history of herbicide control. So by bringing goats on, we're using a different method that's a little bit more environmentally friendly.
For urban settings, goats are ideal because they're relatively quiet. There's almost 200 behind us and we can barely hear them. Aside from the bucks having a bit of a smell, the nannies, especially in residential areas, I'll bring them in, they won't stink. If they're coming up to the fence, we don't mind if you give them a little pet here and there. We do ask that if you've been to a farm or around other livestock, you let us know and make sure you've washed before you come here, just so we can manage our disease issues. What we do is anything that I hold is a treat to them, so they start to associate me as a reward. And I'll hand feed them weeds if I see them not eating it. We can also at times put them in different bins that they associate as treats, or I'll hang them on the fences at night. And then we can do something that's called a mob grazing technique, which is where you're really, really intensively fenced in on a spot, and that's mimicking more what fire would be doing to a site naturally. The goats are wonderful. We do have some livestock guardian dogs on site, so if they are barking at you or at your dog, if you've come out with your pet, we do ask that you keep a respectful distance to allow them to relax and go back to work.